The space race wasn't just about who could plant a flag on the moon first. It was a battle of science, politics, and pride. But behind the headlines were stories so bizarre, so unexpected, that they sound like science fiction. From a moon that smells like gunpowder, to plans of nuking it out of existence. These are the strange and untold stories of the space race. When World War II ended in 1945, two superpowers stood above the ashes, the United States and the Soviet Union. But instead of being allies, they became rivals. The US championed capitalism and democracy, while the USSR pushed communism and state control. Both feared the other's influence spreading across the globe, and this clash of ideologies sparked the Cold War. It was a conflict fought not on battlefields, but through propaganda, espionage, nuclear weapons, and perhaps the most symbolic competition of all, the race to space. Apollo astronauts in 1969 reported lunar dust sticking to their suits and giving off a smell like burnt gunpowder inside the lunar module. Scientists believe this was due to moon dust's sharp, reactive particles. Odd twist. Once back on Earth, moon dust lost its smell, showing it was a reaction to the air inside the module. Yes, the moon smells like something you'd expect after a 4th of July party. 1968. USSR's Zoned 5 mission sent 2 tortoises, fruit fly larvae, and seeds around the moon. They became the first living creatures to circle the moon and return alive. Tortoises reportedly lost a bit of weight but survived in good health. This was part of testing before sending humans to deep space. Popular story. NASA spent millions developing a pen for zero gravity. Soviets used a pencil. Reality. Both used pencils at first. Problem was, broken graphite tips and shavings could short electronics. NASA later bought privately developed space pens from Fisher Pen Company. Soviets did too. Shows how myths can overshadow truth in Cold War storytelling. Late 1950s, US feared Soviet superiority after Sputnik. Plan A-119. Detonate a small nuclear device on the moon to create a visible flash seen from Earth. Intended to boost morale and show power. Cancelled due to fear of public backlash, nuclear contamination, and lack of scientific gain. The fact this plan made it past the brainstorming stage says everything about the desperation of the era. May 5th, 1961. Alan Shepard became the first American in space aboard Freedom 7. Flight lasted only 15 minutes and 22 seconds. Suborbital, not full orbit. He still became a hero and later walked on the moon during Apollo 14. Fun detail, he famously hit golf balls on the moon in 1971. 1969. Soviet cosmonaut Vladimir Komarov died in Soyuz 1 crash. His remains were reportedly sent into orbit on a later mission as a memorial, burning up in Earth's atmosphere, becoming part of a cosmic shooting star. Poetic but tragic symbol of the risks of the space race. The space race was full of triumphs, tragedies, and just plain weirdness. These stories remind us that history isn't always clean and logical. It's messy, human, and sometimes stranger than fiction. And maybe that's what makes it unforgettable.